Welcome to another episode of Crypto Catchup, where we navigate the wild ride that is the crypto world so you don't have to. In today's episode, we're taking you on a journey from the starting line of the Bitcoin ETF race to Hong Kong's ambitious plans for Web3 development, and all the way to Ethereum's high stakes game. And buckle up, because we're ending with a twist, a crypto liquidation party, courtesy of the now bankrupt Celsius. Stick around till the end to find out who's coming out on top and who's going home broke. You don't want to miss this one. Well, strap in, crypto enthusiasts, because we are off to the races. The race for the first Bitcoin ETF is heating up. In one corner, we have Wall Street behemoths BlackRock, ARK Invest, and Fidelity, all filing for a Bitcoin ETF. And in the other, we have the ever playful SEC, playing a game of hard to get with these firms. They've got a tough exterior, but we're seeing signs of them warming up. BlackRock's application has been making investors blush, given the firm's track record in getting ETFs approved. But remember, it's not a sure thing. The SEC has more gates than a rich dude's mansion, and it could take several months to go through them all. Meanwhile, over in Hong Kong, HSBC is doing a victory lap as they're now offering Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. The SEC take notes. This is how you play nice. In other news, US crypto investors are reportedly taking Chinese language lessons just so they can yell at HSBC in their native tongue for adding insult to injury. From racetracks to tech tracks, let's zoom over to Hong Kong. They're prepping for a Web3 revolution. From Bitcoin ETFs to Web3, Hong Kong is grabbing the crypto bull by the horns. The city wants to become a hub for Web3 development, and it's not messing around. They've put together a team of top-notch superheroes, aka the Task Force on Promoting Web3 Development, led by none other than the Financial Secretary himself. This squad of 15 market gurus is ready to leap tall financial buildings in a single bound. Now before you ask, Web3 is not a type of spider silk. It's actually the next evolution of the internet. We're talking blockchain tech, decentralized networks, and token economies that could revolutionize everything from finance and trade to daily life. The Financial Secretary, Mr. Paul Chan, seems giddy with excitement about the prospect of transforming Hong Kong into a thriving ecosystem for this new tech. Just imagine the skyscrapers replaced with gigantic server racks. Well, maybe not, but we're keeping our eyes peeled on what Hong Kong does next. So let's all give a warm welcome to the newest member of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the Financial Secretary Paul Chan, aka Web3 Man, saving us from outdated technology one blockchain at a time. Now, speaking of innovation, let's drive over to Vienna. They're tokenizing Teslas. Rev up your engines, folks, or your electric cars, folks, because car sharing service eLoop is pushing the pedal to the metal in the world of blockchain. They've teamed up with Peak Network, a blockchain built on Polkadot, to launch a project that's straight out of an Elon Musk dream. We're talking tokenized cars for ride sharing services, baby. The plan? Take the ownership of a car, turn it into a token, and put it on the Peak Network. Then you, me, your grandma, anyone really, can buy these tokens and own a piece of the car. You'll be splitting the revenue that the car generates from daily ride shares. So far, 100 Teslas have been tokenized and are zooming around Vienna. eLoop has also integrated blockchain-based IDs into nearly half of its 200-strong fleet. This not only lets users get a slice of the revenue pie, but also brings a whole new meaning to the car ownership in the sharing economy. So folks, next time you take a ride in one of these Teslas, don't forget to thank your fellow shareholders. Who knew your next Uber driver could also be your business partner? While we're on the topic of pieces, let's talk about staking. The Ethereum staking game is heating up. Get your poker faces ready, folks, because it's a time to talk about staking in the Ethereum network. According to data from the analytics firm Nansen, the Ether staked pot is only getting bigger and bigger since the Shapella upgrade in April. We've seen Ether stakes shoot up to over 23 million, representing almost 20% of the current supply. That's $43.1 billion of Ether locked up. Now, staking is kind of like a poker game. You can put your chips, in this case, either on the table, and in return, you can get to validate transactions and earn rewards. Shapella allowed validators to withdraw their staked Ether from the beacon chain, and it seems they've been having a blast since then. But here comes the downer, folks. The SEC is eyeing Ether staking like a hawk. leading to uncertainty for its future in the US. They've already slapped Kraken with a $30 million fine for offering staking services, and they're sniffing around Coinbase too. This could be the ultimate high-stakes poker game, so stay tuned. Meanwhile, the SEC is acting like a disgruntled casino owner, slapping fines left and right. Hey, SEC, maybe instead of killing the vibe, you could stake a few ethers and join the party, man. Finally, let's turn down the heat and slide over to Celsius. They're having a cold crypto liquidation. Now for a bit of a downer, Celsius, the crypto lender that went belly up in July 2020, has just been given the green light to start a yard sale of its altcoins. Bankruptcy judge Martin Glenn of the Southern District of New York gave the approval, but there's a catch. The payout to creditors will be in the form of Bitcoin and Ether only. Seems like big guys are still the favorites. This move came after a chit chat with our ever vigilant friends at the SEC, could have guessed, who've recently been on a crusade against lesser used tokens, declaring them securities needing regularity approval. So, Celsius has until July 1st, 2023 to turn all of its non-Bitcoin and non-Ether tokens into, you guessed it, Bitcoin and Ether. This is part of the new bankruptcy plan, a grand distribution strategy that seems to have one rule only: Bitcoin and Ether or bust. In related news, Celsius employees have been spotted attending garage sale workshops. But remember folks, no haggling on the altcoins. They're trying to clear inventory here. And that's a wrap for this week's Crypto Catch-Up. We hope you've enjoyed this mad dash through the ever-evolving crypto landscape. Make sure to like, subscribe, and engage with us in the comments below. Will Bitcoin ETFs finally take off? Are you ready to buy a piece of a Tesla? Let us know your thoughts, and remember, we'll be back next week for another sprint through the world of crypto. Till then, keep catching up.